dignitaries in the audience who have come from academic institutions, research laboratories, young students, researchers, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, I would say I have to acknowledge the presence of women here because of the fact what Dr. Satish Reddy brought out, that the theme of this year's National Science Day is Women's Catalyzing the Indian Growth. So I think the focus on this day is because of the fact that we are commemorating what Dr. Raman achieved in 1928. He was the first Nobel laureate, all of us know, from Asian origin. But just now Dr. Goyal gave me a very interesting story sitting next to me. And that shows how partisan could be the Nobel system. Dr. Raman was given the Nobel Prize in Physics, assuming that he was a German. And when they realized that it is finally going to an Asian, and that too from India, it was kind of an uproar. Friends, that is the kind of discrimination our country has faced throughout. It's important for us to go from what we are today to what we should be in 2047. And that, how the journey has to be performed, was very well articulated by our Honorable Prime Minister in one of the Science Congress, when he said that for a country like India to become from a developing nation to a developed nation, it is a science and technology which is being practiced in various laboratories has to come out from the labs into the market for the benefit of the economic growth of the nation. And in that, the participation of the youth has to be utmost. I would like to just draw a few examples of what that transformation our Honorable Prime Minister expected. From a knowledge generation society, what we have been there in 80s, 90s and 2000, it has to become a society, it has a scientific community which has to believe in translation, creating IPs and ensuring that you earn revenue out of it. So innovation becomes the vehicle. And that's why today research, development and innovation became the word. In our times, when we were doing science in 80s, 70s and 90s, we were only used to talk of R&D. All the labs were also called as DRDO, Defense Research and Development. The word innovation was nowhere to be seen. And how the innovation was exercised by our great scientists like Professor Raman, I think you should understand. From that place where the scientific institution which he worked for, there was no infrastructure. And he created his own spectrophotometer to develop the scattering of the photons. Today, all of us will not do nanoscience unless we have all the great instruments, atomic force microscopes, SCM, SEM, TEM, all of them have to be there. Then only we will be able to do the research. The lesson we have to see is that innovation, even in doing research, is not just by getting the best of the instrument. Not that I do not recommend that, but I am saying that we should also focus on doing innovation during doing the research. It is not just using the instruments as provided by that. So that is one thing that has to be done. Another transformation that has to take place is both basically in terms of doing science in a manner that it becomes across boundaries. A physics fellow should also go to chemistry, chemistry should biology, biology should go to mathematics, whatever others different. So multidisciplinary, cross-disciplinary, transdisciplinary approach has to be followed. So on this 9th day, I would request you that we will work for translation research. We will do multidisciplinary, cross-disciplinary research. We will believe in innovation. We will take our things into market and focus on doing research, innovation, ensuring that country, which is today a nation of assemblers, become a product nation. A product nation you can become if you are excellent in design and developing the designs into products, taking it to a scale so that it is marketable and competitive. If the scientific community present here takes that vow on this day, I think that will be the greatest thing for making India from a developing nation to a developed nation. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.